Anyways, are we live?
Yes.
Okay, anyways, here we go. It was back in January where Bigfoot and Bulldozer. It was expected to be Bigfoot's comeback season here in the Monster Truck Challenge Series in 2018. However, the Bigfoot team got off to a rocky start, as shown here, as Guy Wood and Bulldozer would score the win. It was the first win for the Bulldozer truck in Monster Truck Nation competition. But then Bigfoot came back to win in freestyle, but it wasn't enough because of all the races, because of the how intense the racing competition is. Then came the Valentine's Day doubleheader, where there would be two competitions in one night. It was expected to Bigfoot to win again, but Bigfoot got knocked out by Samson in the semifinals. Finals in the first event of it. Samson was your defending national champion. Bulldozer made it all the way to the finals, but it would be Samson's night when he scored the win, as shown here in this highlight video. It would be Dan Patrick's night in the first part of the event. But here was the big surprise. It was in the second part of that event. It was Dawn Creighton and Scarlet Bandit, wife of Jimmy Creighton, who drives the Bounty Hunter truck, who would come through so much adversity, mow down the competition, and pretty much have the win in the second competition of that event, lassoed. It was a first in Monster Truck Nation history. But Scarlet Bandit, neither one of the Cretans are here tonight, and neither is Paul Schaefer in the Monster Patrol, which is a big surprise. Can anybody beat Samson or even our national points leader right now, Guy Wood and the Bulldozer? Don't you dare go away. Anyways, hello and welcome to the Monster Truck Nation Monster Truck Challenge. As I turn the camera on here. Hello, everyone. My name is Todd774, along with Trayman3985.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Sonic and Tails are back as your pit reporters tonight. And we have got 16 trucks for the Monster Truck Challenge Series Series division and the M.T.N winner, and 10 trucks for the M.T.N Winter Nationals division. Let's look at the Monster Truck Challenge, because the first thing that comes to my mind is intensity. Before we begin, Michael, what are your opening thoughts?
Well, we certainly had quite a time during the during last week's stream, or yesterday's stream, I should say. We had plenty of good qualifiers and plenty of good action. Some were able to make it. Some unfortunately didn't make it. So it's only fair to say this show's about to get intense. Better get ready.
It certainly is. USA won the whole shooting match in the Thunder Drag Series event last night. The other two live streams that we had scheduled tonight were supposed to be last night, but it rained heavily last night, so we didn't get a chance to do that. So now we're gonna get a chance to do that tonight. Anyway, 16 of the best are here. We got Bustin' Loose, King Crunch, Goldberg back on tour with us. Our national points leader in this division, Guy Wood, the Bulldozer, Adam Anderson and Gravedigger, Eric Meager and Bigfoot. It should be an incredible night of racing.
You got that, Brad.
Anyways, we will begin qualifying for the Monster Truck Nation Monster Truck Challenge. And our first qualifier up is the defending champ in this series, Dan Patrick in the Samson machine. That big blue 2012 Chevrolet, powered by a 560 cubic inch Hemi. Big motor.
Sweet.
It certainly is. Anyways, Samson, we are ready to get our first run underway. Oh, that's going to be a very tough time to beat. 1.86. A great run for Samson. He gets out of the hole over the roller pretty well. Takes it nice and straight up and over the cars, and he has a good time. Probably the best time of the night right now. That's going to be a very tough to beat. A time of 1.86.
Wow, his truck's a lot faster than a cheat on cocaine. Though he better be careful or he'll lose his rear bumper.
Anyways, our next competitor is Ron Nelson out of Conroe, Texas, driving Bustin' Loose. Bustin' Loose, staged and ready.
Oh,
well, I got to beat the time. That actually was not a very good run from Ron Nelson and Bustin' Loose. A 2.93 for Bustin' Loose.
so far, so good.
Bustin' Loose's run.
Well, he did try his best, but guess Lady Luck wasn't on his side.
Probably right about that. As next up is David Morris, his final season in the Equalizer. The Springfield, Tennessee-based team. Oh, that is a very quick time. David Morris in the Equalizer. This track may actually be conducive to him He lays down the fastest time of the night of 1.81.
Wonder if he has Energizer batteries. Maybe they gave his engine a bit of a charge.
This is a straight line track. There's only two options. There's only a dirt mound and a set of cars to go over. Course is very, very, very fast. Next up, Gary Wiggins driving for the Wadesboro, North Carolina-based team in Carolina Crusher, Michael.
Oh boy, another great monster truck.
Here's Carolina Crusher. Gary Wiggins stays. He's ready to go. Here he goes, and he's off. Oh, something went away on it. 4.51 for the Carolina Crusher. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see if they can. There's a lot of. Well, he was one of the early guys to go out, and they can get that truck repaired for the first round. Anyways, bad break for Gary Wiggins and the Carolina Crusher.
Maybe his transmission or an axle gave out.
Oh, the word we're getting is it is a ring and pinion.
Oh yeah, those are crucial components for able to get those trucks off the air.
Yeah, a ring and pinion is what went away on him. Anyways, next up at a Granite City, Illinois, it's Eldon Depew driving Taurus. Really is a sight to see this truck back on the circuit. Good run, but not quite quick enough. 2.07 for Eldon Depew in the Taurus truck.
If I didn't know any better, I thought Taurus was the epitome, or I shouldn't say epitome, I should say an aerodynamic monster truck, especially from its earlier days with the slump hood.
It certainly is. Anyways, our next competitor to come out, it's the team out of Paxton, Illinois, the wrestler-themed truck, Tom Metz in Goldberg, named and themed after former professional wrestler Bill Goldberg. This truck is absolutely awesome. Anyways, let's see how he does right here. Oh, that time isn't going to count. He completely missed the set of cars. Now he will go back and run, and he also flipped it over when he knocked over the finish line pole. He'll go back and run. Now, at the end of the qualifying, he'll go back and run to get a time. However, a 3-second penalty will be added to his time because he did not hit the cars.
Oh dear, that's going to cost him dearly.
Yeah, anyways, they got to put oil back in the motor after that rollover. So we'll skip Goldberg for now. Next up, Adam Anderson in the Gravedigger. Adam Anderson trying to get the Gravedigger truck going in this series. It's a brand new truck. It's a brand new Gravedigger truck, the newest digger truck in the fleet, trying to get the bugs out of it. Let's see how it does here.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, Oh boy, this Adam Anderson really laid the gauntlet down there.
You can say that again.
Listen to this time, 1.64. Here's the replay. He just put the hammer down, flying over the cars.
Now that was impressive.
Yes, certainly is. Gravedigger, your new fast qualifier for tonight.
That reminds me of a question I wanted to ask you, Tom. What do monster trucks and online sites have in common?
Fans.
They all have tumblers.
Anyways, our national points leader in this division right now, Guy Wood in the Bulldozer, up next. Now, Michael, you've seen the Bulldozer before. What do you think is going through Guy Wood's mind right now as he stages for his qualifying run right here?
Mountain Dew, barbecue baby back ribs, and a whole slew of barbecue guests.
Anyways, let's see what the Bulldozer does right here. Good looking run for the Bulldozer. However, I don't think that will be the fastest time of the night. 1.83 for Guy Wood and Bulldozer.
Oh dear.
It is a good time, but not a great time. It is a good time. However, that will not put him at the top of the qualifying field.
You hear that, USA 1? You can stop panicking now.
USA 1's not even here tonight.
Oh.
Anyways, next up, Gene Patterson in the snake bite machine. Let's see how he does on this course. A 2.81, not the best, but certainly not the worst time either. When he came off the line, he got a bit too much air coming off the dirt mound, but when he settled down, and he wasn't quite settled down just yet when he came over the cars. Anyways, it will not put him on top of the qualifying field. A 2.81 for the snake bite machine. Anyways, Wrench Head up next.
I was wondering who took that from my toolbox.
Anyways, our next two qualifiers are Wrench Head, Mike Wales, and Blacksmith, Pablo Huffbaker. We'll see Blacksmith in a moment, but first, it's all about Mike Wales in the Wrench Head truck. Okay, that was a solid run from Mike Wales, but Wales, these runs less than 2 seconds apiece, or most of these runs have been less than 2 seconds apiece. However, Wrench Head with a good time, however, not the best time of 1.82.
His last name Wales. Does he is his last name Wales as in the animal Wales, or Wales as in the country Wales?
The country Wales.
Interesting.
Next up is the 1941 wheelies driven by the guy who drove Gravedigger last night in the Thunder Drag Series event, Pablo Huckbaker driving Blacksmith. Michael, your thoughts?
This is going to get rather interesting.
Anyways, let's see what Pablo does. He put a very good qualifying run last night in the Gravedigger and the Thunder Drag Series. Let's see if he'll back it up driving Blacksmith. Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Ow! A 1.64. That will tie Gravedigger as the fastest time.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, they're tied.
Looks like we're starting to get an Andy Brass. Looks like Gravedigger's driver is becoming the Andy Brass of Gravedigger. Or Smith, or Blacksmith, I should say. My apologies.
Well, the driver of Blacksmith is a Gravedigger driver himself.
Oh, so I guess that kind of counts. So, oh well.
Anyways, Gravedigger will break the tie because he's got more points than Blacksmith. This is actually Blacksmith's first appearance, so it'll be a tiebreaker in of itself. And we have just received word that Goldberg is ready to redo his freestyle run. But however, before we get to that point, we got to take a look at two other competitors here. We'll look at Fred Schaefer and Barefoot in a moment, but first is another one of the corporately sponsored trucks here, Lyle Hancock and the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder. Bad start. Yeah, very bad start indeed. He did not. Indeed, something had the truck popped out of gear. We're getting told. So, anyways, Blue Thunder's official qualifying time will be a 3.12. Anyways, Goldberg ready to redo his qualifying run now. We'll get to Barefoot. Again, we'll get to Barefoot in a moment, but the futuristic SUV is staged once again, ready to go out on his qualifying run. Wow! A 1.99 plus 3 seconds.
Not a bad start.
It was a good run, but he will not have lane choice as 3 seconds will be added because he didn't miss the setup because he pretty much did not hit the last jump in the last attempt. So it'll be a 4.99. Anyways, four more guys to go. Barefoot, driven by Fred Schaefer out of Pontoon Beach, Illinois, is up next. Oh my goodness gracious. Barefoot has laid down the fastest ever time, 1.56. Holy mackerel. The fastest time of the night right there.
Now that's some sharp driving.
we'll get to the last two in a moment. But first, we got to take a look at our next qualifier, King Crunch, driven by Scott Stephens. Okay, not a bad run, but not a very good run either from Scott Stephens and King Crunch on average run of 1.96. I'm not sure where that will put him in the field just yet. We'll have to figure that out when we get the pairings. But anyways, it's a 1.96 for Scott Stephens in the King Crunch machine.
So far, this is starting to get real interesting.
Anyways, next up are our final two qualifiers. Executioner will go in my far lane. Mark Hall out of Champaign, Illinois.
Oh, wow.
Not a bad run, but not a very good run either. That will probably place him in the middle of the field. Mark Hall with a 2.16.
Executioner. That sounds like a character from Mortal Kombat.
Well, it's not. That's the name the Hall brothers chose for their truck that they're running here.
Hey, I'm not the one to judge. They can name their truck anything they like, except Dick Tingler or Beer Balls or Salty Balls.
Anyways, next up is our last qualifier. Qualifier for the night before we get the pairings in. It'll be Eric Meager in the original monster truck, Bigfoot. Now, it was originally planned to have Eric Meager drive Bigfoot in the Grand Circle Tour that'll be coming up, that will be starting later this year. But, Michael, there was a recent driver change as Chandler decided to keep Eric Meager in the Bigfoot that he's driving in this series. Rick Petroline and Lonnie Childers will be swapping Bigfoot in events in the Grand Circle Tour. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Anyways, Bigfoot, Eric Meager for his qualifying run right here. Oh my goodness gracious, he just topped everybody else's time. Bigfoot is our fastest qualifier with 1.35.
Wow.
Quick reaction time was all the difference there for Eric Meager.
You know, I talked with Bob Chandler backstage, and he actually said the entire state of Illinois, or Missouri's, my bad, sorry, Missouri is nearly shut down just to see this epic historical moment.
Anyways, Bigfoot, driven by Eric Meager. Is our fastest qualifier. We'll get to the pairings in a few moments. Anyways, we're going to take a little bit of a break.
Excuse me. Or no, wait. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Will the driver of a yellow 1964 Plymouth Fury please, or with the license plate number 145 IOU, please come out to the front parking space. You left your lights on. While we're waiting for Tom to come back, folks, here's some more monster truck trivia. Remember in last episode when I explained how Bigfoot 4 was severely wrecked but got repaired and was later converted and dressed up to look like a Hot Wheels toy by the name of Snakebite, the monster truck that's performing today? Well, would you believe that the Bigfoot team actually had a second one? Back in the 1990s during the Points event, Bob Chandler and the team got together and constructed a new monster truck. They had 10 monster trucks at the time, so this Bigfoot was going to be the 11th. However, they were using it at the time as an R&R truck to get some data and to practice new things and to give it a nice shot. To to further test it and make it its first ever debut, they painted up in a nice, sharp white, yellow, green, and sometimes indigo color. They named the truck Wildfoot. They used it. It was driven by, at the time, Bigfoot's best monster truck driver, Andy Brass. And Wildfoot is known popular to these days for doing its epic wheelie against Executioner. And the monster truck has since been painted into the Bigfoot paint scheme, but but the data that it got from those events led to great success with creating better monster trucks. That's monster truck trivia for you. Now back to Tom Todd 774 when he gets back.
All right, and we're back to with the M.T.N Monster Truck Challenge. Now we got the first round pairing set up. So listen to this. It'll be the number 1 qualifier Bigfoot up against the number 9 qualifier King Crunch. Then the number 3 qualifier up against the number 11 qualifier Gravedigger versus Executioner. Then the number 5 qualifier Equalizer up against 13th Bustin' Loose. 7th fastest Bulldozer will go up against 15th Carolina Crusher. Then it'll be 8th, and then the guy in the middle and the back of the field, Sampson up against Goldberg, Wrenchhead up against, and then the corporate matchup, Wrenchhead up against Blue Thunder, Blacksmith up against Snakebite, Barefooted, and then last but certainly not least, Barefoot up against Taurus, arch rivals in the first round, Michael.
Oh boy, this is going to get really, really, really intense.
It certainly is. Anyways, first race in the first round, Ford versus Chevrolet right off the bat. It'll be King Crunch against Bigfoot. This is going to be over real quick. It's all going to be about reaction time. And Bigfoot takes the victory in that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a new Andy Brass in a few minutes.
It's Eric Meager taking the victory in the first race in the first round. Bigfoot, our fastest qualifier, he'll advance into the quarterfinal. Ooh. Anyway, sorry about that. I lost my pencil. Anyways, Bigfoot goes up against the quarterfinals, and I may postpone the Winter Nationals event until probably 12:15 if this keeps up. Anyways, next up will be the Gravedigger up against the Executioner up next. But before the Gravedigger Executioner matchup kicks off, Tails has caught up with Eric Meager. Let's catch up to with them now. Tails?
Excuse me.
Eric Meager, you're the fastest qualifier, and you defeated King Crunch in the first round. How do you feel? I don't know. This is a real fast track. We're gonna try to get the reaction time just right so we can win this whole deal. All right, good luck. Thanks. Anyways, thank you, Tails. As we continue first round matchup, Executioner going up against Gravedigger, Michael.
Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Chevrolet versus Dodge. Anyways, Executioner, Gravedigger. And it's Adam Anderson who will get a date with Bigfoot in the quarterfinals.
Oh boy.
Adam Anderson and the Gravedigger won that one. And these won a fast straight line, as Eric Meager said in his interview with Tails. This is going to be a fast track. Horsepower and reaction time. Time is the name of the game here. Anyways, next up, Equalizer versus Bustin' Loose. Bustin' Loose does not have a whole lot of horsepower, so this may hurt him here.
Oh dear. Better call the ambulance.
You've got to get a good reaction time on this relatively short course. And Equalizer wins it pretty handily there. This track is conducive for David Morris right now.
You got that right.
Anyways, Bustin' Loose is eliminated for tonight. Next up, we got two privateers. It'll be Gary Wiggins, the Carolina Crusher, out of Williamston, North Carolina. Anyways, he'll be going up against our national points leader in this division right now, Michael, Guy Wood in the Bulldozer.
Oh, this is going to be quite a whopper.
This is going to be quite a war right here. They're off.
Excuse me.
Man, they crossed the finish line by inches. Bulldozer pulls it out. And yes, they did get that Carolina Custom Chevrolet repair, but he only came out for points. Trying to get as much points as possible to get to work towards that M.T.N points championship. Anyways, Bulldozer will go into the quarterfinals. Bulldozer really been a force to be reckoned with as of late.
Yeah.
Anyways, 4 slots and we got 4 races left. Sampson will be going up against Goldberg next. That is if Goldberg will pull to the line. And it turns out he will. Now Tom Mintz has got to feel all kinds of pressure right now. He knows he screwed up in qualifying. Michael, if Mintz screws up here, he's done. He is disqualified. He's out of it. What do you think is going through his mind right now?
He's probably wishing he wore his. He's probably wishing that he wore his brown pants.
Anyways, here we go. Goldberg, Sampson. Sampson takes the victory, and it was a legal run for Goldberg, but Sampson picks up the win. So Sampson advances into the quarterfinals. Next up is the corporate matchup. It'll be Rich Head and Blue Thunder. Mike Wales signing a 3-year contract with the Rich Head team. So he'll be behind the wheel of the Rich Head truck in the next 2 seasons. Mike Wales has been a force to be reckoned with.
You got that right.
Chevrolet versus Ford. 2 corporately sponsored trucks here. And it's not an upset, but it is a surprise. Michael. Wrench Head knocks off Blue Thunder.
Oh, wow.
Wow, French Head and Mike Wales. He'll be going into round number 2, quarterfinals. Anyways, 2 more slots, and we got 2 races, and we got 2 races left.
Oh, boy.
Next up is Pablo Huffbaker and Blacksmith taking on. Next up is Gene Patterson and Snakebite taking on Pablo Huffbaker and that Blacksmith Willies. Anyway, Snakebite and Blacksmith. Here we go. Oh, a bad start for Snakebite. Actually, something has gone away from Snakebite. Blacksmith, Pablo Huffbaker takes the victory. Took it kind of easy over the cards. Oh, the word we're getting from Gene Patterson in the Snakebite camp is that it's once again the input shaft, the transmission went away. That's the second Bigfoot team truck that has done that.
Youch.
Second night in a row, it struck him in the back. Anyways, Blacksmith goes into the quarterfinal. Oh boy, here we go. Number 5, or should I say number 3, most intense rivalry here. 2 Illinois boys about to go at it, and these 2 guys absolutely hate each other, Michael.
Oh, wow. That's going to be
up against Taurus.
Oh, man.
Here we go. Chevy versus Dodge. And horsepower makes the difference in everything. Barefoot scores the victory, and that concludes the first round of eliminations. That truck, if the equipment will hold up in both events, that Barefoot Dodge is going to be a threat tonight.
Oh, boy.
Anyways, here's what the quarterfinals look like. Right off the bat, 2 of the most legendary names, the most intense rivalry of the sport, hands down, are going to go at it right off the bat here. Gravedigger up against Bigfoot.
Oh, boy.
Then it'll be Equalizer up against Bulldozer, Samson up against Wrenchhead, and Blacksmith up against Barefoot. Oh, boy. Anyways, here we go with the quarterfinals. It'll be Gravedigger against Bigfoot. Right off the bat right here. Kind of a little deja vu. These 2 have gone at each other's throats many, 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 many times in the past. Michael, your thoughts?
I think I must. My blood pressure's going through my veins right now. If this gets any more exciting, they're going to have to take me to the hospital.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Bigfoot, Gravedigger. Here we go at the start line. Bigfoot takes it. Bigfoot got over the cars, got across the finish line first. So he's the winner. In that heat, Bigfoot has defeated Gravedigger.
Hail to the king, baby.
Bigfoot will advance into the semifinals. Our next heat is Equalizer up against Bulldozer. Michael, these two do not compete against each other this often.
I guess this
Equalizer going up against the Bulldozer. And huge horsepower from that 572 cubic inch Rodeck is going to put Bulldozer against Bigfoot in the semifinals.
Nice.
Bulldozer takes out Equalizer pretty handily. Man, that national point, man, Guy Wood is really backing up that national points lead with his right foot. Anyways, next up are two Chevrolets, Sampson up against Wrench Head. Michael, your thoughts here?
It's any man's race in no man's land.
Anyways, here we go. Sampson, the privateer, going up against the corporately sponsored vehicle, Wrench Head. Oh, Sampson just left Wales off the line. Wow. Sampson takes out Wrench Head. That is something you don't see Mike Wells do. He had brain fade, and Sampson took advantage of it. Wow. Anyways, a win is a win. Sampson will go into the next round. Michael, your thoughts about that?
No words can express how exciting that was.
Wow. Mike Wales was not paying attention, and needless to say, Dan Patrick took advantage of it. Anyways, last race of the quarterfinals, Fred Schaefer and Barefoot going up against Pablo Huffbaker and the Blacksmith. Dodge against Willie's. It's all going to come down to horsepower reaction time here. And Barefoot unbelievably blasts Pablo Huffbaker and Blacksmith away. Barefoot goes into the semifinals.
Oh, wow.
Wow is right. Anyways, wow. Anyways, Sonic has caught up with Guy Wood. Let's go down to him. Guy, you're the national points leader, and you're going up against Bigfoot in the next round. And Bigfoot's got lane choice. Does that intimidate you? Not at all. We raced against him before. The bulldozer is running the bulldozer is running really good. We got a new motor in it, and it's running real good right now. And I'm confident that we can beat him. His motor ain't no. His motor's no bigger than mine. All right. Good luck. Thanks. A very confident guy would, Michael.
Yep, he definitely looks like he's ready to take on whatever comes.
Yep. Anyways, here's your semifinals. Bigfoot up against Bulldozer and Samson up against Barefoot.
Oh boy.
Bulldozer has run in the other lane before and pulled off a victory. He even qualified in the lane that he's in. Bigfoot has been in the lane that he has been in all night long. Bulldozer's been flip-flopping lanes as Bigfoot has consistently stayed in his lane. Will this help or harm Bulldozer, Michael?
It could help or it could backfire. We'll just have to wait and see.
Anyways, here we go. Here we go. Both motors with 1,400 plus horsepower. Oh my goodness. That was an extremely close race. We'll wait for the officials. Oh man, the word we're getting is by a snout. By a snout. Once again, Bulldozer has taken out Bigfoot. Wow.
Wowzers.
Bulldozer's once again Bulldozer is making his third straight Monster Smash Finals appearance. Anyways, Barefoot up against Samson up next. Samson had the faster time last round. He'll put Barefoot in the other lane. Michael, your thoughts?
Looks like these are two classic rivals. There's only one way to see what happens.
Anyway, Samson trying to defend his title from last year. He's your defending champion. He's trying to defend it. Let's see what he does here. Waiting for the green flag, waiting for the green light to fall. They're off. Oh, Samson pulls off a wheelie. That's going to cost him. Barefoot takes a big win. Samson had the horsepower, but he just could not keep it on the ground.
Sorry, Samson. Best leave the wheelies to Andy Brass and Longfoot.
Anyways, when he comes off the roller right here, the front wheels come up. And once the front wheels came up, Barefoot passed him, and it was all over at that point. Anyways, it'll be Barefoot and Bulldozer. And this is not the first time these two names went at it. And this is not the first time these names have went at it. Barefoot raced Bulldozer before at event number 4, which I haven't posted yet. That event will be shown after the International Series season. Barefoot lost that race. Can Fred Schaefer get a little bit of revenge from that event for Todd Frolic? Anyways, here we go. Barefoot and Bulldozer. Final time. Their stage, Barefoot versus Bulldozer. Showtime, the Monster Smash is underway. Bulldozer takes the victory.
Wow.
Second win of the season for Guy Wood and the awesome Bulldozer.
Whoops.
Anyways, before we close out, Tails is going to go down to congratulate our winner. Guy Wood, you're the winner tonight in Event 3 of the Monster Truck Challenge Series. Second win of the season. How do you feel? Hey, man, it feels great. This new Bulldozer truck is running very good. We got all the bugs ironed out last season, and we're forced to, and I'm happy that we're keeping up the points lead now. All right, good luck to you for the rest of this season. Thanks. Anyways, that is not our first live stream for tonight. That's not going to be our only live stream for tonight. Anyways, congratulations to Guy Wood in the Bulldozer truck, who won the third event of the season in the Monster Truck Challenge Series. Anyways, there will be another Monster Truck Challenge Series live stream this Saturday, or Sunday, rather. So stay tuned for that. It'll be a freestyle event, the first of the season.
Sweet.
Can Bulldozer take the win and win in the first freestyle event of the Monster Truck Challenge Series season? Find out on Sunday. Anyway, stay tuned for the Winter National Series event, as you'll see Chuck Warner in a second Bulldozer in that event later in just a few, and probably just about a half an hour from now.
Sweet.
Anyways, see you guys in the next live stream, which will probably be within the next half hour. Wow.